Welcome back to the channel. Today's another great retro gaming day because we're going to be taking an unboxing look at the 12-inch Tempest arcade cabinet from New Wave Toys. Aaron at New Wave Toys reached out to me via email and said he couldn't help but notice I'm an avid arcade guy. Yes, guilty as charged. I love everything about arcade games, and I've been very interested about these PlayScale 12-inch arcade cabinets ever since they first released their first one, Centipede. So, Aaron was nice enough to send me this out in the mail, asked me to check it out, see what my thoughts were. So let's dive right in and find out just a little bit more about these 12-inch Tempest arcade cabinets. Tempest hit arcades back in 1981 and was originally published by Atari. This was the company's first foray into the full-color vector graphics and laid the groundwork for the Star Wars arcade cabinet that would be released 2 years later. The game offers the user control of a claw-shaped blaster ship in which you navigate the abstract realms of space alongside a three-dimensional ring. Your objective was simple: shoot as many enemies as you saw coming towards you in a wireframe tube while racking up as many points as possible. Once all the enemies were defeated, you would be transported through hyperspace onto the next level, and a new wave of enemies would await you. Tempest was originally intended to be a 3D clone with a POV perspective of the game's Space Invaders. Dave Thurer, who designed the game and wrote the software, decided to take the game in an amazing new direction instead. When asked about the design intentions, Dave said this: "I want to design it for a guy who's totally frazzled by his job and needs a way to temporarily escape. There's a certain class of games where you just get in a trance when you're playing them. As long as you're in this trance, you'll do fine." So let's go ahead and unbox the Replicade Tempest arcade machine and see if we can get in that same gaming trance experience that Dave Thurer originally had for us. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything that comes in the box. First things, you get your little bag of goodies. You have your owner's manual, and then inside, with the owner's manual, you have your USB charging cable. Plug this into the back of the unit, and you can charge it via any USB outlet. Charge lasts for about 2 hours, so lots of gameplay. And this is something very, very cool. These little things right here, if it'll focus, and it probably won't. Anyways, these are actually coins that you can put in the coin slot. I mean, these things are teeny tiny, probably about even smaller than an eraser head on a pencil. But these are the kind of like fine new details that I absolutely love when companies go above and beyond and go that extra mile. Including these little coins and an actual fully functional coin slot door. I mean, that's just amazing to me. I mean, this thing is actually made out of metal. The coin slots themselves light up. I mean, what more do you want? That's going above and beyond. As other included accessories, you get some extra spinner knobs, as well as a double-sided 3M padding. So if you wanted to put some extra padding on the back side of the machine here, because maybe you're bumping it up against the wall and you don't want this to scratch your wall, you can put this 3M pad on the back of it and avoid it there, or you can put some extra on the bottom. It already does come included with some rubber feet here, so if you're putting this on a surface that you're worried about getting scratched, no need to worry about it because it does come with the rubber feet, so that's pretty handy. But it does, like I said, come with additional spinner replacements, so if for whatever reason you break or lose this one, you've got a bonus. And there's also two smaller ones, because if anybody's really splitting hairs here, this spinner is not 100% accurate to what the spinner was on the original cabinet. The original cabinet had a small black spinner dial. They've obviously beefed this up just a little bit just to make sure you could actually play this, with adult hands. I've got fairly large hands. I can palm a basketball. I don't know if that references it at all for you, but I really don't have any issue getting my fingers in here with the fire button and the spinner. Build quality is exceptional. This is actually wood panel. It feels really solid. Like this is definitely something that feels premium. This is not like some junky $20 toy that's just been, upticked as far as their margins and their profitability. This feels exceptional in the hand. It feels like a very exciting premium retro toy. The marquee itself lights up. You can turn this off and on in the settings. Another thing, if we're splitting hairs, the original arcade cabinet had a subwoofer and a speaker right behind the marquee. This one doesn't. The speaker is on the back side of the cabinet, but that doesn't bother me a bit. I think it's amazing that something this small, they have a fully functional light up marquee. Again, you can toggle that on and off with the settings, and also in the settings you can toggle the sensitivity of the spinner. So if you don't like the way the spinner feels when you're playing the game, you can toggle the sensitivity up or down to your liking. This is not a free-flowing spinner. You don't just flick it and it spins round and round like the original one. Obviously there's had to be some concessions made with that, I understand, since we're shrinking a full-size arcade cabinet down to even smaller sizes. But overall, I mean, this is an amazing, well-built piece of equipment, piece of retro nostalgic history, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this and play this bad boy. Oh, and I'm dead. And as you can see here, one of the cool features is you can actually save your high scores. That's something very unique, and that's something you can't even find on the Arcade 1-Up arcade cabinets. So this is definitely something where this thing takes the edge over that. I gotta say, guys, I'm really digging this. I was on the fence. I didn't know what I would think about this because, you know, it's small and everything, but build quality, the little minute details like the added coins they include, plus the coin door that actually opens. I mean, check that out. You even got light up. I mean, these are small. These are very small parts. This is a die-cast metal door. It's not cheap plastic. Cabinets made out of real wood. The spinner knobs. I mean, it's really well-made stuff. I'm very excited to have this. This, I think, really makes an excellent little talking piece, something to go on the shelf. It looks amazing. I specifically remember playing Tempest a lot at the arcades that I grew up with. They had this on a corner section of the arcade, and it has this, you know, iconic wedge design of the cabinet that really makes it stand out from the rest of the things. But things like, you know, a light-up marquee. That's truly amazing. The screen's nice and vibrant. It's kind of hard to record video without getting the glare and everything. Officially licensed Atari product, so you know it's top quality emulation. The game plays exactly how I'd expect it to. The spinner, again, I wasn't disappointed with the spinner. I could control the sensitivity, so I bumped the sensitivity up a little bit. Felt pretty smooth. Again, the spinner doesn't just free float, but, you know, something this small, I expect it. But I really enjoyed playing this game. New Wave Toys, you definitely need to check these guys out because they got some amazing things coming up down the line. One of which would be Street Fighter 2. They just announced not too long ago. Pre-orders are currently on their website, newwavetoys.com. You can get the pre-order going for Street Fighter 2. It comes with Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, and it also comes with Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So $119, you get the cabinet of Street Fighter, or you can get Centipede or Tempest currently right now online. But the Street Fighter cabinet, I'm very excited about. I'm a huge Street Fighter nerd, obviously, as you can tell by the t-shirt. But the Street Fighter cabinet, I'm very intrigued about this because they were throwing in a little extra second player joystick that's detachable, and you can play 2 players on the Street Fighter cabinet, which again, it's the little details that these guys are coming up with at New Wave Toys that really make these guys above and beyond anybody else that's trying to do this smaller arcade cabinet type of thing. Again, 12 inches. Fits great on a shelf, displays nicely, it's actually functional. I didn't really have as much of an issue playing the thing as I thought I would. Like I said, I got grown man hands, but I had no trouble getting them in there and playing this game, and I had, you know, a blast playing it. It's a very good retro experience at a very reasonable price, I think, at the $119 price point. And also, if those games aren't enough to get you excited about, at a New York Toy Fair this year, they just recently announced Dragon's Lair, and as well as a USB rechargeable battery bank that looks like the coin change machines we all grew up feeding our wrinkled dollar bills up into. You can plug that battery pack into all these cabinets while they're on your desk, and you've got a fully functional, fully powered arcade cabinet, you know, on your desk, and it looks amazing. Again, I want to thank New Wave Toys for sending me out this Replicade Tempest cabinet. I was very intrigued about these machines, and I really wanted to see one for myself, and I absolutely love it. I'm definitely going to have to get some more of these things. Everything in this video was my own opinion. New Wave Toys didn't ask me to say anything. They just said, hey, check it out, let us know what you think. And they were even nice enough to include this quarter keychain, you know, insert quarter to play. It's a nice hefty keychain. Dropped it on my foot when I first opened it out of the box, and it hurt, so that lets you know that it's solid material and it's good quality. But thanks again for everybody for watching this video. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know every time I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for playing with me, guys.